This is your #1 source for all WWE right here on YouTube.com. This is your official Monday Night Raw review for last night's show, August 11th, 2014. Hulk Hogan, happy birthday, brother. Happy birthday. But I got one thing to say. Party's over, Grandpa. Don't go anywhere. I'll be right back. Party is over, Grandpa. That made the whole show for me, man. Monday Night Raw last night, August 11th, 2014. Brock Lesnar is a legit fucking badass. He's a legit beast. But you guys already know that. And he's going to be your new WWE champion. But before I get into the review, guys, I'm not going to spend too much time on the review. I really didn't care for Monday Night Raw last night. I was watching. I was watching very intently, and I was trying to do two other things at the same fucking time. Yesterday was a big day. It was Advanced Warfare for Call of Duty. The reveal came out. I was making a video about that. You know, so I got a lot of things going on the video game side of what I do here. But obviously I was paying attention to Monday Night Raw. It was the Go Home show for Summerslam this Sunday, and I got huge news in regards to SummerSlam this coming Sunday. I want you guys to pay attention, pay close attention to what I'm about to tell you. If you guys have been following me on YouTube, if you guys have been following me on Twitter, I've been very vocal about finding a partner to do a podcast with. I want to get into wrestling talk. You know, you guys know me from watching my content. WrestleZone.com, the guys over at Chairshot, LeBar, Eisenberg, Ghoulish, they are what I model myself after. I want to become that. Okay, that's what I want to ultimately work my way towards. I finally found myself a partner here on YouTube, and we're going to do the podcast thing. We're going to do it. We're going to turn the fucking YouTube wrestling community upside down, because I just have a good feeling that this is going to be just beautiful. It's going to be epic. And what I'm talking about is this Sunday. We got SummerSlam this Sunday. We got Lesnar Cena this Sunday. But before that, we're going to have JD and Joe Cronin. Podcast #1. SummerSlam afternoon. I don't have a time yet. I'm thinking about 2, 3 o'clock. But the first official podcast from JD and Joe Cronin. Thank everyone who watches me for the recommendation. This is going to be epic. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, I'm going to link the announcement down below. I set up a time. I set up a video. It's all set to go. We're going to be live on Sunday afternoon. Google Hangouts, okay? Me and Joe are going to be talking about SummerSlam. We're going to be talking about the match card. We're going to be talking about the preview of each match. We're going to give our opinions. We're going to give, who we think is going to win, come out victorious at SummerSlam. We're going to talk about the WWE product in general. We're going to talk about our favorite SummerSlam moments, what our favorite match was at SummerSlam. We're going to talk about the WWE product leading into Night of Champions. It's going to be fucking unbelievable. I want you guys to be a part of this, the first ever podcast, and we're going to do this every other Sunday as of right now, depending on how popular it gets. Right now, the plan is to do it every other Sunday. It's going to be live on my channel first, then the next one's going to be live on Joe's channel, okay? I'm going to help him grow. I'm going to help him get his name out there. We're going to team up. We're going to be like fucking, I don't know. We're going to be like Money Incorporated. We're going to be like The Rockers. We're going to be like Demolition, some of the greatest tag teams in WWE history. We're going to do this, and we're going to do it right. And Sean's View Entertainment passed on teaming up with me. His loss. I got Joe on my side. I got Joe as the podcast partner that I've been looking for, and it's going to be fucking unbelievable. I want you guys there. I'm going to link you in the comments section down below. Go look at the comments section. The video is there. Like the video. Get ready. It's going to be an announcement. You know, the comment section's all set up for the video. It's going to be live on Google+. It's going to be live on this channel. So make sure you are live on this channel Sunday afternoon. Keep your eyes open. It's going to be epic. JD, Joe Cronin, podcast number 1. Look forward to that. SummerSlam afternoon is going to be epic. So hope you guys can join me and Joe over there right before SummerSlam, all right? On to other things I want to talk about. If you guys missed Off The Script, number 1, 2, and 3 links are down below in the description. Go check that out. I got big news stories on Hulk Hogan. I got big news on WWE 2K15. So please go and check that out. And I'm hearing CM Punk is actually included in the game. I'll talk about that on Off The Script this coming weekend. But CM Punk, from what I'm reading, is going to be included in WWE 2K15. Chairshot Reality, LeBar, Eisenberg, and Ghoulish, as always. Go and check those guys out. They got a great show over there this week, and I have not yet seen what they got going on over there because work is fucking killing me. Brand new job, brand new store opening. It's like moving into a fucking new apartment. I've been just completely drained from just setting up the new store and getting my hours situated and, you know, getting this right and getting that right. I pretty much come home and I haven't even played my PlayStation 4 for the last couple of days. I haven't streamed. I've been doing YouTube videos and I've been going to work. And it's kind of, you know, throwing me off a little bit. But, you know, I haven't seen what they got going over there. But regardless, you guys should definitely go over there anyway because they're the best at what they do. Chairshot Reality, WrestleZone.com. Their homepage is down below. Eisenberg, Ghoulish, and my man LeBar, as always. Go over there, show them some love, and tell them JD from NY sent you, all right? And finally, WrestleRumble.com. I signed up. I'm ready to go. SummerSlam Pick'em is upon us. Links are down below to Wrestle Rumble's homepage. Please go and enter over there. Cash prizes out the wazoo. $500 first place you can win. $500 cash if you easily predict. I shouldn't say easily. If you accurately predict the winners for this year's SummerSlam on Sunday, you can win $500 cash. They got other prizes as well for second and third place. Go down to the description. Go sign up. Go to their Twitter. Go follow them on Twitter for all the latest information. But WrestleRumble.com is a place you got to go. Sign up. You'll get notifications. You'll get an entry form emailed to you. It's only a couple of dollars to sign up. And it's going to be fun, man. It's going to be great to just watch SummerSlam and have some fun with it. Pick your winners. Hey, you win cash, man. Nothing better than cold, hard cash. So please go sign up. WrestleRumble.com link is down below in the description. All right? Now, I got that all out of the way. I got all the most important information out of the way, all right? Monday Night Raw, I was not too pleased with the majority of the show. I'm going to talk about what I thought was the most important segments of Monday Night Raw. Party's over, Grandpa. Brock Lesnar, beautiful. When he says something on the mic that's just brief to the point, it's fucking hilarious. I was laughing my ass off when Brock Lesnar came down the aisle. I legitimately jumped out of my fucking seat. Because I knew something was going to go down. I wasn't sure if Lesnar was really going to physically harm Hulk Hogan or anyone in the ring last night. But he comes down with Paul Heyman, gets on the mic, and looks directly in Hogan's face and states, "Party's over, Grandpa." I fucking died laughing. I died laughing. And my girlfriend is sitting next to me, and I'm fucking laughing my ass off, and she's saying, "I don't believe you could laugh at something like that," you know, because her father is a Hulk Hogan fan. He loves Hulk Hogan. So she's like, "I don't believe you could laugh at something like that." I'm like, "That's fucking hilarious. How don't you find that funny? That is fucking great." Brock Lesnar crashing Hogan's party. It was expected. I reported on it. There was, you know, something planned with Lesnar, Hogan, Cena. I really didn't expect this to be the closing segment of the show. And I thought WWE was doing a huge disservice to SummerSlam until Brock Lesnar came out. Then I kind of realized what they were doing. They were just pushing for the main event at SummerSlam. Before that, I wasn't too thrilled with the Hogan celebration. You had Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff come down there. He was acting like a big pimp, getting kisses from all the divas. You had Roddy Piper come down. Jimmy Hart was there. Mean Gene Okerlund was there. NWO came down. Hall, Nash, they were there. I'm still NWO for life, brother. I love the NWO music, man. Scott Hall looks great. I'm glad to see him in good health. And I even said this on Twitter. Scott Hall flicking a fucking toothpick never gets old, man. It's just fucking hilarious to me. You know, a funny thing with Scott Hall, when he fought Bret Hart at the fucking 1993 King of the Ring, when he fought Bret Hart in that opening round match, it was the first match to start that pay-per-view. Bret Hart goes to the outside, does his signature sunglasses, puts it on the little kid. Scott Hall is looking at the fucking child. He's like, "What the fuck is this shit?" You're putting glasses on a fucking little child. Yeah, take a fucking toothpick. Throws the fucking toothpick at the child, man. I fucking love Scott Hall, man. Fucking legend. I never get old. It never gets old seeing Scott Hall just flick a toothpick, man. So he looked great. Nash looked great. It was nice seeing those guys, but, you know, to me, the segment just kind of dragged. It wasn't really anything special. The video package for Hogan was phenomenal. WWE production team always does a great job with that. But Brock Lesnar really made that segment by just speaking so eloquently. Party's over, Grandpa. Lesnar was there. Cena comes down to make the save. Nice push towards SummerSlam. I'm excited for this match. I know you guys are excited for this match. Even though Lesnar and Cena have not been on Monday Night Raw regularly, this feels big. And the reason it feels big is because Brock Lesnar is involved. Brock Lesnar's name draws. Brock Lesnar's name draws a lot of attention. Okay? And this is for the WWE Championship. This is legitimately the best and the biggest match this year. It could be the best match of the year. Who the fuck knows? But I know it's going to be a physical confrontation. It's going to be something that cannot be missed. And that WWE Network video package that they do promoting Cena and Lesnar, that's the way they should be promoting the network, man. Fuck this $9.99 shit. Comes off desperate. And I love that video package, the biggest match of the summer, SummerSlam. That's the way you got to book the network, man. But regardless, Cena Lesnar is set. I'm excited. You're excited. And we're going to be crowning a new WWE champion. If not, I'll eat my fucking words, man. But I'm 99.9999% sure that Lesnar is going to walk out of SummerSlam the WWE champion. So that segment was pretty decent with Hogan. Stephanie McMahon and Brie Bella. You know, a lot of you guys were telling me on Twitter this was a ripoff of TNA. They did a similar angle with Claire Lynch. I believe her name was in TNA. This woman last night, Megan Miller, okay? I don't see the point in this. I don't see the point in her being Daniel Bryan's physical therapist. I don't see the point where she's got to come out and say she had an affair with Daniel Bryan, that Bryan cheated on Brie. Something like that. Something so lame, something so cheesy like that. It's unnecessary. The angle and the storyline did not need any of this to gain any more heat. There was enough heat on this angle to the point where we were ready for SummerSlam now with Brie and Stephanie. It did not need to happen last night. You didn't need to add such cheesiness to the storyline. It all eventually led to Stephanie McMahon getting one over on Brie Bella. It was all a setup to get her arrested last night. But what happened with Megan Miller and the physical therapist and the cheating and the affair angle, Stephanie McMahon chanting yes and, in some kind of orgasm tone. I don't fucking know. Sounds like she was having an orgasm in the ring. But it wasn't for me, man. The angle did not need this kind of bullshit behind it. There was enough heat behind it already. It felt real. It felt physical. To the point where you got to add some kind of cheesiness like this and an affair and, Bryan is cheating on Brie. Come on, man. Come on. I'll have more to say on the podcast with Joe, but this is really shaping up to be exactly what Triple H and Daniel Bryan, or actually, this is shaping up to be last year's SummerSlam. Pretty much with John Cena and Daniel Bryan. That's what it's shaping up to be. The same thing is going to happen at this year's SummerSlam, just like last, when Bryan beat Cena and got screwed by Randy Orton. Pretty much. That's all it's coming down to. So, I see it happening the same way as that match last year. It's going to eventually lead into Night of Champions, but last night, this whole affair angle and cheating on Brie, it really wasn't needed, man. The storyline had a lot of heat behind it already. You didn't need to sour it up like that. So I really didn't care for that segment. But it all eventually led to Brie getting arrested later on in the evening. And Stephanie's like, well, if you post bail, then I'll see you at SummerSlam. They got one more show before SummerSlam on Friday. I'm very interested to see if Brie Bella actually makes a return on SmackDown, posts bail, and gets a revenge on Stephanie, and then they all lead into SummerSlam. But, they had one show left, one Monday Night Raw left. That didn't need to happen last night. I don't understand why they're biting off TNA. It's very similar to the whole TNA angle from what I'm hearing. I don't watch TNA, so I really didn't understand the whole Claire Lynch angle. Well, I think AJ Styles was involved in that, but like I said, I don't watch TNA, so what the fuck do I know? We had Bray Wyatt and Chris Jericho sit down. It was great for what it was. But if they really wanted to play up the Bray Wyatt character, it should have been in some kind of dark, fucking dreary room where Bray Wyatt's sitting with just a spotlight on his face and his upper body, and Jericho sitting there with a light on him, just sitting in the dark to kind of play off the darkness and the evilness of Bray Wyatt's character. You know, it looked too staged last night with Jericho and Bray Wyatt. Like, can you picture Bray Wyatt sitting in a production room with fucking lights and fancy curtains and pictures hanging around? I can't. Bray Wyatt's an evil, sadistic motherfucker. You gotta picture him sitting in a dark basement with one spotlight on each guy. But the interaction between the two was fantastic. I love the interaction with Jericho and Wyatt. It's been great up until this point. I expect nothing less at SummerSlam when they actually go one-on-one. I do think that Jericho is going to win at SummerSlam, and eventually this will lead into Night of Champions, where Bray Wyatt ends the feud, gets one over on Jericho, and eventually wins this battle. Then Jericho can go back off and tour with Fozzy and do what he's got to do, and eventually make his return again once a year like he has been doing. But the segment, you know, it could have been better. Like I said, it should have been in a dark basement. They should have played to more of Bray Wyatt's strengths. You know, put him in a surrounding that he's familiar with, that he's been doing ever since he's been on the WWE main roster. But the interaction between the two was fantastic. I'm looking forward to that match. I think it's going to be one of those things that's definitely going to be one of those things to watch at SummerSlam, along with John Cena and Brock Lesnar. Other than that, nothing really happened last night. I mean, everyone's talking about this Lumberjack match between Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins. I don't like Lumberjack matches. I think Lumberjack matches are one of the worst stipulations in WWE. I don't care for them, especially with Rollins and Ambrose. It should be something physical. I don't want these guys contained in a fucking ring. I want these guys literally tearing each other apart all over the fucking arena. It could have been a ladder match. I would have been happy with a ladder match, because ladder matches in SummerSlam kind of go hand in hand. It's a perfect stage for a ladder match. You could have put the briefcase on the line. You could have put a steel cage match. You know, I know I said I didn't want them to be contained in the ring, but a steel cage match is a physical fucking environment. You know, there could have been some high spots in a steel cage. It could have been just an all-out war inside a steel cage. Lumberjack matches, man, you can't leave the fucking ring. You know, you can't leave the fucking ring. You know, the Lumberjacks really just add another distraction. It adds too much to what's going on. You know, at some points, I'm pretty sure that the Lumberjacks are going to take away from what is going on in the ring with Ambrose and Rollins. I don't like that, man. That's the worst stipulation that they could have came up with. They probably will continue this feud going into Night of Champions, but for SummerSlam, it should have been an all-out war, man. You held this match off a Battleground. You saved it for SummerSlam. You could have gave us something a little bit more epic. This could have been the one match to steal the show. I don't think they're going to steal the show anymore, especially with that Lumberjack gimmick. But it's going to be something to see anyway. It's going to be something of importance at SummerSlam. I just think it could have been a lot better. Other than that, guys, like I said, Monday Night Raw was really, really lame. It seems like, again, WWE was on autopilot for some reason. You had the Hogan birthday bash. You had the Wyatt, Jericho one-on-one interview. You had Cena Lesnar, which Paul Heyman was gold again last night. Absolutely fucking gold. He's building this feud up to the point where it's just epic. You know, and he did an amazing job for Brock Lesnar and John Cena not being on every Raw. He built this unbelievably. Cena even came out last night with a fucking beautiful promo. I seen dashes, just a little bit, of a heel Cena there. Cena's going to bring it at SummerSlam. It's going to be an all-out fucking war. Blood may be shed at SummerSlam, and I can't wait for it. We got Cesaro losing to Jack Swagger last night. It had to be done. You guys, I know, were taken to LeBar's page. He was even retweeting some shit out that fans were fucking just out there saying Cesaro's ruined. I don't believe Swagger got the win. Cesaro needed to lose. Swagger needed to win. He got to make Swagger look good and look strong going into SummerSlam against Rusev. There's no other point. There's no other way around it, man. Roman Reigns, I don't care for Roman Reigns. He's slipping down the fucking charts for me. Just becoming another John Cena and another Hulk Hogan. I don't want to see it. But he beat Ryback last night, so like I'm supposed to take Ryback so seriously. If one man can beat two guys, especially one man being Ryback and the other being the son of Mr. Perfect, give me a fucking break, man. But other than that, guys, again, Monday Night Raw was on autopilot. Nothing really must-see They did what they had to do. SummerSlam is shaping up to be 2 matches, 2 big main events, being Lesnar, Cena, and McMahon versus Bella. That's the only thing. You got Orton, you got Reigns, you got Ambrose versus Rollins, you got Jericho versus Wyatt. It's a great card. It seems that the WWE kind of strayed off in building these feuds and kind of got lazy the last 3 weeks of television. That's just my opinion, but let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. This has been your Monday Night Raw review. I will be back on Friday with Off the Script, and do not forget, Joe Cronin, JD, podcast number 1, Sunday afternoon right before SummerSlam. Do not miss it. Link will be down in the comments below with a link to the announcement or the advertisement. We're getting ready for the podcast, so do not miss it, guys. I'm out. I'll see you on Friday for Off the Script. Please go visit all the websites that I mentioned in the beginning of this video down below. Joe's website and Twitter will be down in the description as well with his YouTube page. As always, I'm JD, and I will see you guys for Off the Script on Friday. Until then, take care, and I'll talk to you guys very soon.